Baltimore Ravens do not have Zay Flowers. Now, Zay might get upgraded and play. I don't think he'll be at 100%. I don't know how many routes he's going to be able to run if he is able to play. There's a lot of questions surrounding Zay Flowers. But you have Lamar Jackson, who has historically struggled in the postseason, and you have Lamar Jackson, who has been bad when he has been trailing, particularly in the postseason, without theoretically his number one receiver. And you also have Lamar Jackson with a running back like Derrick Henry, who is dominant on the ground and who could cause your defense problems. If you are coaching the Buffalo Bills, your primary objective, I'm talking philosophical here, I'm talking about big picture, your primary objective must be to jump out to a lead as quickly as possible in this game. We need to have Lamar Jackson trailing in the fourth quarter, trailing in the third quarter. We want less runs from Derrick Henry in the second half. We want Lamar dropping back to pass without his number one wide receiver or a severely limited number one wide receiver. That's how we are going to have our biggest rate of success, our most likely chance of winning this game. But I don't know if Sean McDermott is going to come out with a game plan like that. This last game where it was so crystal clear as to how he should be trying to operate, especially once he made that pivot at halftime and let Josh Allen throw it a little bit more. And then, like, Josh Allen was outstanding when he was doing that. I just don't know that I trust Sean McDermott. I don't think he's a good coach. He's solid with the defense, but his overall game plans and his in-game decision-making are severely lacking, and they've held the Bills back countless times. You are 2 wins away from your first trip to the Super Bowl. You know next week that you're probably going to be going to Arrowhead to play Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Do you want to waste all your energy mounting a comeback against Lamar Jackson in the fourth quarter of a game? Do you want to deal with Derrick Henry running all 4 quarters and destroying your linebackers and your defensive line and your secondary guys who are having to come up and try to tackle him? I mean, those Buffalo Bills secondary, I can't tell you how many times in that game it looked like all of them were getting concussions. I mean, they kept playing through it, but they're lowering their head. They're just throwing their bodies around there. You think that trying to tackle Derrick Henry like that for 4 quarters, if you happen to walk away with a win, is going to put you in a great position after you're beat up and mauled like that against Kansas City Chiefs the very next week? If I am the Buffalo Bills, I'm coming out here fast. I'm coming out here aggressively. I'm doing my best things that are going to give me quick scores. So I put Lamar Jackson in a very uncomfortable situation where they can't use their shiny new toy of Derrick Henry, and they must pass the ball without Zay Flowers. So this is pretty basic. It doesn't take me or you or any other person who watches a lot of football to come up with a thought like this. And yet I believe Sean McDermott is going to come in and try to run the football and try to play conservatively and try to convert on third downs and be okay with early punts and all this other type of nonsense that's going to cause them problems. I hope that I am wrong. I hope that Sean McDermott comes out here and I've said all this stuff and it's wrong. And he actually comes out and lets Josh Allen, because think about this. This is Josh Allen. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's dynamic with his legs. He's got a massive arm. And he's very good in terms of his accuracy, his precision, and his decision-making. This is not Bo Nix that we want to limit and run the ball a lot. When you've got a weapon like Josh Allen, you use him. It is absolutely like you've got a Lamborghini in your garage and you use your old jalopy most of the time because you don't want to put miles on the Lamborghini, but you'll take the Lamborghini out a little bit, but only to run some errands. You know, only just to, I got to go down to the grocery store real quick. I got to go pick up something at the market. And you never open it up. You never let it out. You never take it on the interstate. You never really want to put get the joy out of it. That's what's happening here with Josh Allen in the first half of these games when they're bottling him up and trying to run the ball. James Cook's fine. Like, James Cook's good. He's an above average running back. Your offensive line is good. Fine. You're not getting those big plays with the high efficiency and the chunk plays and the explosiveness consistently enough with that run game. And you could say, well, we're going to wear down the defense. You could say it worked I just don't think that that's the right strategy to employ here against the Baltimore Ravens. You got to get out fast.